Hei, labdien! Sveiciens visiem šajā ļoti siltajā un vasarainajā 15. jūnija dienā. Paldies tiem, kas esat pievienojušies mums šīs dienas sarunai. Un es domāju, ka tā arī būs ļoti labs ievads mūsu arī nākamās nedēļas semināram par organizācijas kultūru. Un, es pāriešu angļu valodā, lai arī mūsu šīs dienas viesis un ciemiņš un mūsu saruna vestos raitāk. Protams, jo grieķu valoda vai viņam latviešu valoda man nav bijis mums vēl iespējas apgūt kaut kā. Bet, so, thank you for all of you that join us today in this beautiful summer day. Hopefully that you are preparing for the summer solstice, that it's already really, really clear to be soon. But today I want to give a little background of what I think that let's say staying in touch with your ex-employees is actually one of the things so why you consider and do in the future. And when we speak about the organizational culture, there are different ways on how you can possibly measure it, how you different ways and approaches to actually do and create your own culture, unique culture in your company or organization. But one also, I think, the ways on how you can promote yourself as a great organization is also by being in touch with your ex-employees. For example, we all know that universities or schools are using these programs, but there are a couple of companies that I know in the Baltics that are kind of using the alumni program, but there are always ways and always there are technology that can help us to achieve a better effect. And so today we have the honor to meet Argyris Skouloudis, who is a founder and CEO of Alumni Village and is actually waiting right now in our green room. Are you here, Argyris?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello,
Hi,
Nauris.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Greetings
So
from sunny Malta.
Aha, you're in Malta. So greetings from also sunny Latvia. So that's a great
year. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's, I think, a great day for us to do a little chit chat about about why you as an organization should consider to staying in touch and close with your ex-employees, right?
Yeah.
So before we start, I want to emphasize to our viewers online that you have the possibility to ask us any questions that or share your thoughts on alumni programs or different kind of topics that you might be interested in for us to answer for today. And then I think that one of the ones of the best questions will get also for our next seminars gift, let's say like that, appreciation for the involvement with us. So, okay, Argyris, Malta, Greece, alumni program. What is your story? How you try the path of HR and how did it happen?
So the journey of Alumni Reach started like 3 years ago. 4 actually, when I had the idea of a corporate alumni platform, because up to now, basically, alumni networks, although alumni networks are well established and well known in the academic sector, universities and schools have been using them for quite some time. In the corporate world, we see a completely different picture. Companies do not even stay in touch with their former employees, which does not make any sense, because your former employees, let's say your alumni network, your corporate alumni network, will only grow year after year because people will come and go from your company. So it is a resource that is continuously growing, and it is a resource that is untapped. most of the times. So I wanted to build a platform to help companies make the most out of their alumni network, make the most out of their let's say their connections and the relationships they have built with their employees throughout the years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I completely agree with you, and then we all know that yeah, as you mentioned, that for a long time universities have been doing these alumni programs, right? And
Yep.
that's what the first that comes in my mind of when we're thinking of alumni is like for the universities or high school, you know. Um, well, yeah, and I think that also why at the moment the corporate sector, I think, is well, from my experience by talking with some 300 organizations locally over here, I think that the HR is overwhelmed, and there's a lot of things that you have to do at the moment, you know. And the second thing is that well, you know, there's the good goodbyes, and then there's the bad goodbyes where
Yes.
also you're yeah.
Yeah, this will always be the case. There will always be bad goodbyes. But an alumni network is built of the people you choose to include. So
Mhm.
not only with our platform, but even with simpler, let's say, alumni programs on that are run on like a discussion group on LinkedIn, even. Uh, you have control of the people who join. So you can limit that to the good goodbyes, to the people that you want to keep a relationship with, and then build on that network. Um,
Mhm.
so this is what we try to do. So with Alumni Reach, we offer a platform to companies to create a private, let's say, a private social network, a private LinkedIn, you can say, that they can invite, that you can join only if you are invited to. And we give a variety of tools to, let's say, to allow all members, both parties, the company and the employees, um, to leverage each other's skills, connections, and opportunities for growth. Meaning,
Mhm.
both parties can benefit from that.
Yeah, of course. I actually completely agree with you on several points, but I think previously you mentioned that I think one of the reasons why organizations, from my experience, uh, could that before there wasn't like the technology, you know, like if you want
True.
to, that's a lot of resources. If you want to try to communicate with your ex-employees, especially if you're a huge organization with thousands of employees and you have a turnover with like 30%, or I don't know, there's case by case situation, you know. And I think that it was like a huge hustle, right, to engage and to create these Excel sheets or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
before we continue, I want to actually remind you that for like 3 months ago, for the first time that we met, I had inspired with our meeting, and I did a little LinkedIn survey, you know, and
Yes.
actually, I think I mentioned to you, but those who are watching online right now or later, we did a survey on 43 respondents within, you say, 43 different organizations, and actually only 12% from for this moment is actually using or providing an alumni program, right? And 86 of them aren't, but maybe are. Yeah, they actually aren't. And I think that also the case is that it's kind of hard, you know. It's of course, from what I think, that especially when you talk about let's say employee the same attraction, you have to keep a really like close like network. But yeah, maybe
It is.
I
Yeah, it is.
overthought over
It is.
here.
It is. Let me add that. investing on an alumni network is a company decision. It needs to be a company-wide decision that they will involve their former employees in their everyday activities, and they will allocate some resources to that goal. Because what we have seen so far is that the success, the most critical success factor of any alumni program is the resources that the organization is willing to allocate to the network. We can provide them with the best tools that they are out there, but if they do not allocate resources, meaning someone to engage with the alumni, to ask for their feedback, to offer them content or even rewards, or organizing some alumni events, then it will not be a success. So this is, I think, the main reason for that some companies are yet hesitant to invest on an alumni network. But most of the big consultancies, consulting firms have already used alumni networks. In fact, they generate a lot of their business through referrals from their alumni. This is one of the main, let's say, reason for them to have use an alumni network, and also for either employee referrals, or even boomerang hires, hiring someone back, because we are at the age of people wanting to take a break, go away for 1 year, 2 year, try something on their own, maybe their own startup, and then if they fail, even if they want to come back. So this is the culture is starting to change, and especially in very, let's say, competitive markets, especially in the tech sector, like the Baltics. I think could be a very good thing, a platform like ours.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, and also I think that if these alumni programs can help you with the new candidate attraction, as you mentioned, with the referral program, or as you mentioned, you can come back. Some of your employees can come back. Actually, the recruitment is number one topic right now in the Baltics, especially in Latvia also, like each and every year we lose 3,000 plus jobs are vacant, because of the demographic situation. And I think it's also one of the things that you can help by accessing more of the talent by using this alumni program. So you mentioned that before. You mentioned that the consultancy firms are using alumni programs, etc. But maybe from your experience and from your client base, what is the industry or organization that is typically the client of alumni right now, or in the future?
At the moment, we have, let's say, for corporate alumni networks, I think business services and the technology sector are the best, let's say, the best industries to use our product, because both of them have a high employee turnover rate, and they want to attract and retain talented people. And especially technology companies are also more, let's say, willing to try new technologies and new practices, and they are not afraid of change, because one of the big, let's say, especially in traditional companies, one of the big fear is change. So, and especially when we're talking about traditional companies where the mentality is a bit, let's say, old-fashioned, then it's more the decision to invest in an alumni network is more difficult. Now, for us, we have customers in actually in three, let's say, major sectors. We have for corporate alumni networks. We also have customers that are universities and online learning, let's say, institutes. And we also have non-profits, because non-profit is a type of, let's say, organization that can benefit a lot from a networking online community platform, because you can an alumni, let's say, an alumni platform is basically an online community platform that is fine-tuned to specific functionality.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Yeah. So what I've understood, we are going to have an opportunity really soon now to see how the alumni platform works. But if I haven't seen it, and if I think of this platform, I think like of yeah, my vision is like a social network where I have my own account and I see all of the news that are, for example, relevant to me as an ex-employee. I see this news feed, something like that, right? Like a kind, like a
yeah, we can say that it's like a hub of information and resources that you have access to as the alumnus of a specific organization. So it's completely private. The company has complete control. The host, the company that hosts the network, has complete control of the information that is exchanged on the platform, and you can see there a wide variety of information and content. For example, some companies share webinars or podcasts with their alumni. Some other, for sure, organize and promote alumni events through the platform. Of course, there is the job board where you can alumni can apply to go back to an organization, to their former employer, or they can refer someone. And we will see the platform in action in a minute.
okay. Can't wait. So, but before we look into the platform, the typical question most of the time, also when we're speaking about the systems and the HR and our all etc. and the time frames, how long does it take, for example, for a organization to implement alumni reach if they want to start a alumni program or yeah? So what's the time frame for the
Yeah, so
implementation?
we can set up the platform, the private cloud with the platform in 3 days, and
Wow.
we turn over we give the keys to the other company administrators. But we can also assist them in the invitation process. So the invitation process that we usually follow is we upload. A list of former employees with their name and email address, and the platform does the rest. It generates the invitation emails with a unique registration link. They are sent out. They have two follow-up emails, and in every 2 weeks. And from the statistics so far of our projects, we see that within the first month, around 60% of the people who are invited join the platform.
It's a good turnover.
Usually 60. Sorry?
That's a good turnover.
It is. And if this invitation process is, let's say, follows a series of posts on social media announcing the platform, the alumni network, and the platform, then these numbers can go even higher.
Yeah.
And then, but in all cases, we have a team here to support our clients in every step of the way, so that we can save them time and effort, and leave them time to actually engage their alumni on the platform, not do let's say the logistics. We will handle them
So,
if they want.
so what I've understood, that basically, if I have an idea and I have an accept from my financial partners in the organization, then it's basically a month, and you have really already alumni
Network.
platform system where you can start using a month.
Yes.
Wow.
A month you will have your first. You will have a network of your former employees. Some of our customers also choose to include current employees in order to create a much bigger and wider network. This is we can support both. This is decision of them.
Basically can use it as like an internal communication still where.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, listen. Well, please show us how the system looks from the user experience. From the side of the employee and actually the administration.
Okay. So let me share my screen. Okay, so this is the dashboard that admins have access to. As you can see, we have two tabs. The first tab gives an overview of the network, meaning the number of users of alumni that who are registered in the platform. Where are they currently employed? Where are they currently located? Their education, what universities they have graduated from, and the skills they say they possess. All of this information is taken from the profiles. Now, alumni can either fill in their profile information manually, or they can connect the LinkedIn account and you can take the information from there. Or they can even upload their CV in a PDF format, and we will read all the information and extract the information and fill in the profile forms. Then we go to the second tab of the dashboard. Here we have some statistics. For example, which is the most active user on the network, who is the most popular next employer, which is sometimes this piece of information holds surprises for many of our customers. And then we have the average employment time within your company and the average employment time in their career. I mean, the average of all your employees, of all your alumni. Then we have the number of total users of the platform, the number per month, the number of active users, and then some statistics about the activity in the platform, and some more information like who are the members that updated their profile last, and who are the most active users. Then we go to the most, let's say, important part of the platform, which is the member directory. Here we have three views where admins can view the network. One is the list view, one is the tabular view, and one the map view. Here you can see where your alumni are located, and you have access to their profile page. For their profile page, as explained, we follow the LinkedIn format because LinkedIn is the standard way of professional networking. So we have personal information, summary, skills, education, and experience. And we also offer some personal note-taking system and a personal tagging system. This was created because I tend to forget things, so I like to have personal notes for everything. So I can have this here to remind me of how I met, for example, Elisa here and what we did, so that I can use that in a conversation with her. And then, of course, you can send here. Anyone can send one-on-one message, or can even create a discussion group with more than one people, like WhatsApp or Viber. If we go back to the members directory, an interesting feature that we have is our advanced search algorithm. Here we have we give the ability to admins to conduct searches, advanced searches with differently weighted criteria. For example, if they want to find someone, let's say for their office in Athens, but due to COVID, remote working now is a possibility. So they reduce the weight of the search. But this person needs to know Python for sure, and this is deal breaker. So they maximize the weight here, and they just search. Now, what the algorithm does, scans the whole database and allocates a score from 0 to 100 to all alumni. The higher the score, the better the match. And the algorithm also takes into consideration the activity and the engagement of each user in the network, meaning it will promote the score of the most active one, because if someone is engaged, it means that he cares about your network, about your company. So if you contact him or her, it would be more likely to get a response from them. So this is something that we measure and offer to our customers. Then we have the job board. Here you can companies can advertise openings, and they can accept applications and referrals. For example, the referrals, you can see here, for example, that for the position of senior Unity developer, we have one referral, which is one person, one alumnus, member of the network. But we can also accept referrals for people that are not members of the network, for example, external to the network. In this case, the referral comes in form of the LinkedIn profile. So for each referral or for each application, the person who posted this job gets an email, say you have a new referral from this person for that position. Log into the platform to see more details. Then we have the event section. Here is where a company can advertise and promote alumni events, and they can export. It can be a physical event or it can be a digital event, and they can export the list of participants, etc. Soon we will also support payments for event ticketing. So it's more like we want to have a complete, let's say, platform. Then there is a typical discussion forum. Here the admins can create any topic that they want and engage with their alumni in conversations. Some of our customers use that for interviews, for interviewing the successful alumni or sharing memories of their time together. And then we go to the library section. Here is where companies can share content with their alumni network, meaning video files like webinars, audio files like podcasts, or even newsletters. It can be shared here. And then we have, just to make the whole process a bit more fun, we have a gamification section where we have some missions that when members accomplish, they get the corresponding badge. So we have a preset, let's say, classification of missions for keeping your profile up to date, for logging in.
Hey, sorry, Argyris. I don't know if you saw, but my internet connection kind of went for me. So basically, I was trying to put on my hotspot for like 3 minutes. So basically, I didn't hear some of the content that you told me. But before we continue, and you can maybe go through like in the last thing I saw is that the unique opportunity that you can like search for a potential candidate and referral,
Okay, so the referral function was here. So for every opening, you can get a referral. The referrals can be, as I told you, either internal to the network or external to the network. The referral for the external people comes in the form of their LinkedIn profile. And for every referral, an email is sent to the person who posted the job saying that you have a referral. Please log into the platform to see more. Then we have the event section. Here is where companies can advertise alumni events. The events can be physical and digital, and they can see who is participating and download the participant list. And soon we will be able to support event ticketing and in-platform payments for event ticketing. Nice. Then we have a discussion forum, typical discussion forum. The admins can post any topic that they want, and they can engage in conversation with their alumni. Here is where most of our, let's say, customers host interviews with successful alumni, or they do a Q&A, or they have a topic with memories from when you used to work with for them. And it's for, let's say, it's used to engage in conversation with your alumni. Then we have the library section. Sorry. Then you have the library section where you can the companies can share content with their alumni, meaning video files for webinars, audio files for podcasts, even PDF files. And they can also create a library of links, useful links they can share with their people, with their members. For example, some of our customers here have, let's say, URLs of startup accelerators or startup competitions that they can find, that they can be useful to their alumni. And then we have the settings page where admins have a full control of the platform. They can change how it looks by the logo, colors. They can even add some custom fields for further segmentation for members. They can change the text of the emails that are generated and sent via the platform. And we also provide two integrations with third-party software to Zapier through webhooks, and integration with your own email server so that you can have an email from your domain used in the communication with your alumni. Our platform at the moment is available in English, Spanish, and French. Italian and German are coming soon. More languages like Greek, Maltese, Latvian,
possibly Latvian, Lithuanian, and Estonian.
Yes, why not? And our app for our Android app is already live. So we have an app for Android, and if everything goes according to plan, soon we'll have within July we'll have ready our iOS app.
Awesome, because like 80% traffic goes through our mobiles, then
Yes.
and then
Yes.
if it's always by your hand. So
True.
wow, you I think that you explained all of the features really, really clear for me, of course, but I hope that also our viewers and listeners, I think it was pretty like simple, like tool, I think, because like you don't have any advanced knowledge needed just for you to sustain this ecosystem within the alumni platform.
This was what we wanted to do. We wanted to create an easy to use tool that can be connected to tools that we already use, like LinkedIn or Zapier, and more integrations are coming soon. We want to be able to integrate now with more third-party software. For example, we are building now an integration with email campaign manager software. So more are coming.
Yeah, I think that also in the future, like integrations with Facebook, which is also really popular. Like a lot of people are using, and then logging in. But yeah, is there something else you wanted to show me within the platform, or we like went through all
I
of
think
the?
we're okay. The user view is the same, but without the extra functionality that the admins have access to. So there is no point in going again over the pages. But I would be more than glad to have a one-on-one demo with anyone watching. Can reach out to me, and we'll have a one-on-one demo at any time.
Yeah, I think that also from our side, we'll try to reach out for the viewers and then see if we can manage up a meeting for someone who wants to see more deeply and understand how their own company could be really simply to create this kind of a thing. So like at the end of the day, we always talk about the possibilities and the gains and etc. But at the other hand, what's the investment for potential investment from the company if we want to, let's see,
Our
implement?
plans, yeah.
Yeah.
As a software as a service, we have a subscription model, monthly and annual plans. Our, let's say, monthly plan, our starter plan, which is for small networks, starts at 89 euros per month for up to 200 active users, because this is how we measure, let's say, the size of the network. We are not billing for registered users, but we're only billing for people who actually use the platform. And it can go up to 559 euros for unlimited monthly active users.
Okay.
No setup cost. Mm.
Oh, so there's no
No
implementation.
setup.
Oh,
No.
that's actually well, most of the companies or vendors are asking for a setup.
Yeah.
So it's, well, okay. So that's and for example, if there is some kind of a free trial for like a couple of weeks or something like that, if you on your own can go into system
We
and look.
can. What we do at the moment is that if someone wants to test the platform, we give them 1 week access to the demo platform with demo data, so that he can see the functionality. For example, for you guys, for now that we are for the Baltics, we would like to offer a 20% discount, which it's something like 3 months free use of
Okay,
the platform.
that's cool. So actually, so everyone who's listening or watching right now online, please remember
Yep.
this. But also, I think that if there's any questions and anyone who is listening right now, for example, that wants to also like understand and meet with you, Argyris, you can contact also me.
Yes.
And I think and that there's also another, I think, opportunity that maybe our smart HR partners could gain another option, like maybe 2 weeks of testing,
Yes,
because
we can do
right
that.
now it's summer and like
Yes.
everyone's outside in the countryside already, like
No problem. For you
enjoying
guys,
it.
yeah, no problem. We can do that for you, no problem. 2 weeks from now.
Awesome. So okay, so I think it was really, for me, it was really interesting today to talk to you about the possibilities that not only Alumni Reach can provide to the companies, and in the corporate world, because right now, actually, in the Baltics, I think also when you're looking to the global markets, there are really tough battle for the talent and then against retention, and then there's like the innovation and innovative part of different vendors, and for example like you, I think can help benefit organizations and in the long term. I think that
Sure.
also the alumni program is not something you implemented and then after a year you forgot. It's a long
No, no, no,
term.
no. It's a constant effort. It's a marathon, but
Yeah.
it brings results. We did the research on Glassdoor on companies that already have an alumni network, and we saw that the ratings that they get from their former employees are usually higher than the ratings that companies without an alumni program get from their former employees. So
I think that's
It
logical.
helps
Yeah.
increase your employer brand.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I have few more questions. Hopefully, you're not in a
No, 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 my
awesome,
pleasure.
awesome,
Please.
cool. So, yeah, you mentioned that there are going to be a couple of languages also within the
Mhm.
platform, right? And okay, I think that the main client for you over here in the Baltics are the fintech or IT companies. So
Yes.
those who are listening to us today, I think that this tool could be really effective for those who are like multicultural and like English speaking. but also there's a lot of companies over here that are maybe in the retail or like in logistics, etc. And usually when the companies like that are looking for the solutions over here, they kind of expect for it to be in like in the local language. So
Language.
if is there for example a possibility that some company from Latvia wants to implement Alumni Bridge to test, and then is there a possibility for the platform could be localized?
Yep. We can, as I told you, we now support English, French, and Spanish, Italian, and German are on the way. The way we have built the platform is really easy for us to translate everything in different languages. So we will need, let's say, about 2 to 3 weeks to translate everything and make sure that it works in a different language. So yeah, we can do that. No problem.
Okay, cool, awesome. So, okay, so and yeah, so I think the last question for me from me for you today is like, what's the plan? What's the plan for the future? What's your vision? Of course, maybe what's the plan for you in the future, and also for the Alumni Bridge and its clients?
I my vision is to inspire people and companies and organizations and people to remain connected. This is what I truly believe. I truly believe, I strongly believe in the value of networks, in the value of the connections that you make throughout your life. So I want to help organizations and people do that, make the most out of their connections. So as for the company, I want Alumni Reach to be, let's say, the market standard when it comes to alumni engagement. So this is what we are aiming for, and this is what we're trying to do. We have many things to implement, and that will help us, let's say, achieve that. For example, now the new, let's say, AI trend. It is something that I would like very much and very soon to implement in our platform, so that admins can interact with the platform through simple text, and then not just scan my network and find the 5 most appropriate people for this position, and it will do that. So I want to, sky's the limit.
Great to hear that, and I think that also the experience from all of your clients all across the world that is rapidly growing. So I think that in the future you will have to travel more farther than Greece, Malta, Cyprus, but also I think to the Baltics or Scandinavia.
We have a customer in Canada. Canada, Cyprus, Malta, Greece. We had some demos with a school in the Bermudas, in Australia. It's fun, yeah. It takes us now. I think we have a demo request for a company in Vietnam, so it's nice. It's nice.
Yes, so interesting traffic from all around the world, different cultures, different approaches, and the system may be and will be much better in the future. I know, right? But now it's wow. Okay, thank you really a lot for your time, for the conversation with you. I think for me it was a really valuable conversation with you today. Hopefully also for our viewers. So we wanted to remind, that there's like 20% off 3 months for now for Latvia, right? Okay, so remember this, and so if there are any questions for you guys and our viewers that are watching maybe later on for today, feel free to contact me or either Argyris and then set up a demo meeting. I think that this tool is something that the Baltic regions can exploit in the future for benefits for both sides, also their ex-employees and for themselves, of course.
It was a pleasure having this conversation. I really enjoyed it, and hopefully next time we can do it in person. So maybe you'll come to Malta or Greece, or I'll come to Latvia. So
We have a deal. We have a deal. I love the
perfect.
cuisine of Greece. So yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Great.
Cool. Okay. Thank you a lot. And
Thank you for your time.
jā, paldies jums, kas šodien pieslēdzāties. Jā, lai jums forša jauka diena. Un tie, kas skatās ierakstos, arī cerams, ka bija ļoti vērtīgi. Vismaz man tas bija interesanti iepazīt, kā šāda veida platforma var tikt izmantot, lai tiešām palīdzētu sasniegt savus bijušos kolēģus un iespējams arī iegūt kādu no tiem atpakaļ vai arī uzturēt ļoti labu komunikāciju, tādu efektīvu. Līdz ar to paldies un tiekamies nākamā otrdienas SmartHR.